away from SoFi Stadium. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out, a familiar face for the other sideline, a guy drafted first overall the year the Rams moved back to L.A., and the face of the franchise really for 5 seasons, Jared Goff. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Goff going to look to throw right away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think. Without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd and 10, Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Finding room at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
On 1st down, Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice Nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. They're led out by someone who needs no introduction to these Lions. Their quarterback for 12 seasons and the franchise's most prolific passer with over 45,000 yards and nearly 300 touchdowns. It's Matthew Stafford. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Williams going to get it again on second down. Good footwork at the 30. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On first down, Stafford here. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Here's Stafford. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They go back to the ground with Williams. 48 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
The try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The 10-play drive that time. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. Well, that was the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. But Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. Now it's Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Up the middle they go. It's Gibbs. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he had his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And this one also slowly developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage. But not much more than that. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. He wants Reynolds way downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's going to frustrate the coaching staff a little bit as they dialed up the deep shot, but they weren't on the same page on that play. Heck, I don't think they were in the same book. I think he thought he was going to do something else, ends up throwing it over the sidelines. Well incomplete.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin the drive with Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From his own goal line, Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now it's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Stafford looks to throw again. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Throwing again is Stafford. This one swung out. And he coughed it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early. Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Atwell now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
I call it no gain there on the first down play. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here comes the Rams punter now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Let's take it inside his own 40. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Reports. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Rams, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Atwell now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. That's complete to Robinson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. He finds Robinson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Stafford. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
He'll get this one to Cup complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again. 2 in a row.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. It's Goff. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
2nd and 10, Goff again. Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Gone. Steps away to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Throwing is Stafford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Here comes the Rams punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Goff now to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle they go. Gibbs, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Patterson now for the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So now Stafford and the Rams down 21-10, just over a minute 40 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now a first down throw. Stafford.
Pass complete to Robinson.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
From the 27, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Stafford on third down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down.
And that's caught by Williams.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On first down, Stafford here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Pass interference. Defense.
after the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Stafford.
And he'll find Higbee open downfield.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Another one in the books for us, partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.